Guys, get ready with me while I tell you guys about this date from hell. Like the devil sent this man himself. Okay, so I met this man on Instagram. And before you guys say anything, because I know there's going to be some people like, Anissa, well, you should have known, like you met him on Instagram. Bitch, your dad is on Instagram looking for the bitches. So I don't want to hear anything, okay? Instagram is a dating app, whether you guys want to believe it or not. It's a dating fucking app. Anyways, within the first week of us talking, he was love bombing me, which is like, duh. You know, like, I love a little love bomb. I know y'all be like, oh yeah, it's toxic, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Those 2-week relationships, they fucking hit. I don't give a fuck, they hit. Anyways, we get to chatting. I already knew that I wasn't going to take this man serious because he was a model that lived in New York. I just moved to LA at the time. I'm looking for the niggas in my city. I'm not looking for no nigga 100 miles away. I'm looking for the steppers in my city. So, one day he hits me up and he's like, hey, and he said like, I'm going to be in LA. I just got booked for something. And I was like, okay, cool. He was like, yeah, I'm going to plan a date. I want to take you out. What? I was like, okay, bet. Cool. He gets here. He sends me an address. He's like, pull up on me. Pull up when you get off. I pull up when I get off. Y'all, this man is staying in the gooch of Skid Row. Like between the coochie and the butthole of Skid Row. I'm petrified because I had to park far from the hotel. The hotel had no parking in the middle of the fucking nowhere. Like, nigga, you should have done your fucking research before coming here. The fuck? He comes downstairs to get me. The moment I step foot in this hotel room, y'all, this man is already complaining about everything that's going wrong, right? He's like, I hate the hotel room. It's dirty. It's a co-ed bathroom. So, you know, being the nice bitch that I am, I'm giving him suggestions. I'm like, okay, well, you can stay at this hotel. You can stay at this hotel, blah, blah, blah. Giving him suggestions. And this man goes, I can't change hotels because all my cards are frozen. And I'm like, why would you come on vacation with no working cards? But that's besides the point. Baby, I used to be a bank teller. Don't lie. Don't lie. You can literally go to your bank and you can get cash out. So what the fuck are we talking about here? You making excuses. So I'm giving him every suggestion that I could possibly think of. Then this man gonna open his dirty ass mouth to be like, well, can I stay with you? Absolutely the fuck not. In every language you could possibly think of. I'm like, no. First of all, I just moved into my apartment. I didn't even have a couch. And also, I had plans with my homegirls. Why am I canceling to be a host of a hostel? Absolutely the fuck not. I tell this man no, and he goes off on me. He's like, that's crazy. Because if you was in New York, I would do it for you. You showing your true colors right now. I was like, oh, this man is fucking crazy. He's fucking insane. He's fucking insane. He's literally going off on me. He's guilt tripping me about how, like, that's fucked up of me. I'm not a good person, blah, blah, blah. He thought he was fucking with a real one. Well, I'm not. I'm a fake one. I'll be the fake bitch tonight. I'm like, you know what? Tomato, fucking tomato. We don't got no fucking solution. So what about food? Let's go get food and we'll think about it then. This man gonna be like, well, I already ate, so. You fucking bum. How you ate and your cards are frozen? You lying ass sucker. Follows me. We get downstairs. I think I'm running out of time. Catch me in part 2.
I heard we're doing Hinge date horror stories. Since the app's getting deleted anyway, I figure I might as well tell my business. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna know. The worst date I have ever been on in my fucking life. Let's go back, shall we? The year is 2021. I'm graduating. I'm a senior in college. Meet a guy online. He didn't go to my school, but he went to a school that was close to my school. Okay, so I felt safe. I'm like, okay, fellow college kid. Not serial killer, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, he was older than me as well. I think he was in his master's program. I'm graduating my senior year. On the app, a little bit, cool vibes. Switch over to iMessage, cool vibes. We FaceTime a couple times, so I got a good feel for who he is, how he talks, what he's about. So eventually we schedule a day that we can go out on a date. I'm in school, I don't have a car. He has a car. So first mistake, he came to my school and picked me up, but I made sure I got picked up away from the dorm area just in case. I am smart. I'm dumb, but I'm smart. Okay, so I walked by the educational side of where my campus is and got picked up there. Mind you, he didn't give me any details about the day. He's like, oh, I'm gonna take you out, we're gonna have a good time and vibe, blah blah blah. I get in the car. This man is elbows deep into his Chinese food that he ordered. Okay, he already had Chinese food. He was halfway in it as he's driving, eating his Chinese food. Okay, I was like, oh, were you hungry? He's like, yeah, no, my fault. Did you want something? You want some? I was like, no, I think I'm okay. Are we gonna go eat later? He's like, yeah, we're gonna eat. Let me just finish this real quick and we out. All right, okay. He's driving. Chinese food in his lap, fork in mouth, driving. We pull up into this assisted living complex into a parking lot, and he begins to roll up. He knew I didn't smoke. So I'm like, oh, you're rolling up? He's like, yeah, I like to roll up before I eat. He just ate, he just had Chinese food. The Chinese food was an appetizer, and now he needs to roll up to smoke. It wasn't hot outside, I remember that. So he hot boxes me in the car. He's smoking, windows up, getting high, off of his high, because the whole car is full of gas. I'm boofing. He's like, oh yeah, this probably wasn't a good idea. The restaurant I picked isn't probably gonna fuck with us because now we smell like weed. So I'm like, okay, let's just go somewhere else. He was like, actually, you know what would really hit right now? A McFlurry. Yeah. So guess where we went? McDonald's. Okay? Drive-through, because we don't want to go inside boofing. We get to the drive-through. It's a nice looking kid, young kid at the window. We pull up and he's like, hey, can I get 2 Oreo McFlurries? And then he looks over to me. He's like, you know what? These are mad sweet, so we should get a water with that. And he's like, and 2 waters. Oh, you want the cup or the bottle? And he was like, bottle. And then he said the total. He's like, that'll be blah, 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 blah. He looks over at me. He's like, damn. Since when did McDonald's get so expensive? He looks over to the guy. He's like, for 2 waters and 2 McFlurries is that much? He started arguing with the guy, saying, oh, last week I came here and it was this price, and now you're trying to tell me it's this. I was like, oh, I was embarrassed. I was looking at him. I'm like, I'm sorry. He looks over at me. He's like, do you really need water? You could share if anything. I said, yeah, I don't need the water. I don't need the water. Actually, I did need the water because my throat is getting dry. My mouth is, I'm high, okay? But it's fine. I don't want any conflict. I don't need the water that bad, okay? 2 McFlurries, 1 water. That he ends up drinking the whole thing, by the way. I didn't get a sip. It's fine. I don't want to drink after you. You're scary. For me to see him go from a 0 to a 10 on this poor little kid at the cash register really got me scared. We finished our McFlurries. I'm thinking the night's over. I'm like, yeah, this was fun. I need to go back. I'm just pooped. And he's like, oh, really? You want to go back right now? I'm like, yeah, can you take me back to my dorm? I have the maps on my phone, making sure he drives me back to campus. I need to make sure he's not gonna make any left turns. I'm scared. You're scaring me. So we're driving. We pass my dorm. And he says, I kind of don't want this night to end. Stay tuned for part 2. Okay, y'all, part 2. Y'all only had to wait a day, so don't come for me. Before I begin this part, I wanted to address something. All throughout college, I didn't talk to any guys. High school, no one was checking for me for real, so I didn't know any better. I don't use that as an excuse because I was like 21 at that time, so I should have known based off of experiences like I see on TV and my friends, so I should have known better, but at the same time, I didn't. My first real date was that same year, but with a real nice gentleman, so I kind of knew after that how it's supposed to go. I'm in the ropes, and since then, I had never settled for less. Actually, I did, but we're not gonna talk about it. If you guys want to see me selling for less, check my 2024 dating wrapped, but we're not talking about that right now. Secondly, I was smacked, guys. I wasn't thinking this story time though is gonna contain receipts because I actually found myself sending my friends a video of what happened that day. So stay tuned to the end so you can see how I looked and how I was explaining the story then. I had the address on my maps because it was getting dark at that point and I have no sense of direction. So I just wanted to make sure we were getting back to my spot safe and sound, no left turns, no nothing. He drives past my door. I'm noticing, I'm like, maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm high. Like, he's taking me to the dorm. He looks at me, he's like, oh, I don't want this night to end. Keeps driving. He's like, I actually gotta use the bathroom. I'm not saying nothing. I'm thinking maybe he's gonna use the bathroom after he drops me off. I'm like, maybe there's a turn I don't know about. I don't know. Maybe my maps is bugging. I'm hallucinating. I'm high. Driving. He's like, maybe I should go to my apartment. Actually, maybe not. It's too early for you to see my apartment. I know a place I can go. I kid you not. You can watch my video for the receipts at the end to verify. I kid you not, this man pulls up to this construction site kind of thing. Peep, the setting is dark. It's cold outside. And you mean to, I'm high. I'm like losing my mind. And you mean to tell me this man drives into this kind of looks like an abandoned warehouse kind of thing, like an abandoned construction site. Like you could see people are working here, but it's dark. There's nobody there now. I'm seeing concrete slabs. I'm seeing walls. I'm seeing woods. I'm seeing trees. I said, take me home now. I was done being cute and dainty and yeah, I know it's fine. Like whatever, we can do it another time. I was done with that. I started spazzing. I was like, take me home. Take me home. It's scary here. It's scary here. I was losing it. He was like, what, you good? I'm like, no, I'm not good. I'm paranoid as fuck. I think you're gonna kill me. I'm scared. You're scaring me. Take me home. He's like, oh nah, Shawty, you paranoid as shit. Nah, it's not gonna work. I'm like, good. Take me home. I looked so cute early in the day. I didn't have lashes on, but I had like my hair done. The way I was like this, my hair looks crazy now. You'll see. My hair looks insane. This was me during the day, and this was me when I got back home, okay? So by the love of God, he took me home at the academic side on campus, and I had to walk my ass like 10 minutes to get back to my dorm. High as hell. Middle of the night. I'm thinking things are coming for me. I'm getting paranoid. I'm thinking I'm being watched. I'm thinking there's a tracker on my pants. It's fine, whatever. I get to my dorm and I make this video. Bro, I just got back from the guy. I made him drive me back to campus because I was getting scared. I just feel like somebody's watching me right now. So we drive past my school. He drives into this like dark ass, woody ass. I was like, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die tonight. Like abandoned ass building in the woods, on the side of the road. I was like, yeah, baby, you're gonna have to take me back home. You're gonna have to take me back home. So I tried calling Sierra. Nobody answers. So I was like, okay, this is my time to go. I kept telling him, it's scary over here, it's scary over here. And then he was like, are you good? I was like, no. So I was like, I'm going to die. My weed was laced. I'm going to get
R-worded.
I made him drive me back. I was bugging. I was really bugging in the car, looking crazy. But anyways, safety first. After everything's said and done, I start to feel bad, actually. Looking back now, I don't. But at the time, I did feel bad. So I reached out to him again. He knew someone that sold this product. I don't want to disclose what it is because I think it'll give it away. But he knows someone that sells these things. So I'm like, let me just make conversation and ask him about it. So this is like maybe a week later. I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I was interested in this. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? How much it costs, blah, blah, blah. And he told me about it. I was like, yeah, I might be interested. I just want to know how much it costs because I can always get it here or I can go back home and get it there. And he told me the price. And I was like, oh, okay, that's good to know. Thanks for letting me know. I think I'm just gonna get it in New York anyway, so don't worry about it. The man goes bonkers. The man starts cursing me out through text messages. I have the receipts as well. I'll be posting them as well. Exhibit A, Exhibit B.
Larry came around just to put him down. SpongeBob turned into a clown, and no girl ever wants to dance.
The man was offended because he went out of his way to get the product and he was gonna come drop it off. Where did I say I needed that? Where did I say I want it that bad? Where did I agree for you to come back to see me? I just want to know the price. Never had a man tell me to unalive myself ever in my life. He is blocked. Yeah, that's my story.
Story time about the worst date that I've ever been on my entire life. In his car, he's not talking. He's literally not talking. I'm trying to make small talk. He's freaking weird. I'll say something. He'll say something weird in response. I can't even bring myself to fake laugh. Like, why'd you say that? Please take it back. So it's just really weird. And I asked him, I was like, can I see your phone so I can play some music? And he was like, yeah, here you go. He hands it to me. I get on his Apple Music. Every single playlist is named after me. and has my picture as the cover picture. All of them. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna get home today? I don't know. I really don't know anymore. So I act like I don't see it. And then he's like, did you see? Did you see my playlist? I was like, I saw him. Then he takes me go-kart racing. He wouldn't tell me where he was taking me. So I was like, he's gonna take me to the woods and kill me. Like, he's my stalker. Nah, he takes me go-karting, which is just a thing in itself. We get there, they're closed. So we sit in his car for 30 minutes till they open, which he's not talking, so I get on my phone, right? Wrong. He starts looking over at my phone. He's like, who are you texting? Who are you talking to? Now, you don't know me. You don't know. I don't have to tell you who I'm talking to. And if I did tell him who I was talking to, he'd get all butthurt. What do you want me to say? I'm texting other boys. I'm texting my hoes right now. But if I said that, you get all butthurt. So maybe mind your own, huh? Then he takes me to Taco Bell. I love Taco Bell. But also first date, really? Anyhow, we get there. He spills mild sauce all down his white hoodie. And I was just like, oh my goodness. Like, I'll get napkins. And he was like, no. He gets out of the car, slams the door, leaves me in there to eat my Taco Bell. So I'm just eating my Taco Bell while he's in the bathroom for like 15 minutes, cleaning himself up. Comes back out with a smudged round stain. He was like, I don't have another hoodie. And I was like, it's okay. Like, he's throwing a fit. And then he was like, wait, I might have a jacket in my backseat. So then he goes back, his trunk. He goes to his trunk, gets this winter coat, puts it on, gets back in the car. I was like, okay, great. And he puts his elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. And I was like, hey, you just put your elbow in my nacho cheese sauce. He was like, are you kidding me? Which I was just like, whoa. So then he goes inside, leaves me in his car to eat my Taco Bell again. I'm already done. By the time he comes back out and starts eating his food, I'm done. So he's just sitting there eating for 30 minutes. We're not talking. We're not. Can't be on my phone because he's a nosy little hoe bag. So then he's like, now I'm going to take you to Six Flags. What? We just went go-kart racing and then Taco Bell. Now Six Flags? Okay. So then we go to Six Flags and he pays to park. He pays $30. He's like, I can't believe I just paid $30 to park at Six Flags. You planned the date. Why are you yelling at me? So then we go into Six Flags. I don't want to be there. I'm trying to hint, like, I'm so tired. Like, I really just need a nap. Like, you picked me up so early this morning. I haven't been getting up till noon every day. He's not taking the hint. He's like, what if you just took a nap in this line and then by the time you woke up, we could go on the ride? He was so weird. And ugly. I'm sorry. That's not nice. It's real. I'm not being a mean girl. I mean a real girl here. So then we get in line for another ride. And who's behind me? Directly behind me, but 3 people from my school. 3. And so I tell him, I was like, hey, don't turn around. There's people from my school behind us, and I'm not really friends with them. And he was like, I'm going to stare at them. And I was like, no, you're not. Don't be a freak. And then he was like, I'm just going to stare at them until they get uncomfortable and look away. Which I'm like, I'm going to kill myself. What if I just shoot myself right now? I don't want to be seen with him. I don't need them thinking that we're together. Like, at most, they can think we're cousins. I'm trying to distance myself away from him. He's buddy right up next to me no matter how far I scoot away. I'm up against the rail and he's up on me. And I'm scared for my life. Then we finally get on the ride. Who are we sitting next to? But of course, those 3 people. There's no way they didn't see me with him. There's no way they didn't know we were on a date because he was so freaking touchy-feely with me. So then we go on another ride. He puts his hand out for me to hold. And I was like, I shove it in my pocket as fast as I can. And I was like, sorry, my hands are really cold. And then he was like, you don't have to make excuses. Obviously, I do. Obviously, you're making me make excuses, putting your hand out like I want to hold it or something. Then we go on this last ride. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to do more than this. So we get on the ride. I have my back pushed against the wall so he can't put his arm around me because he's so close to me I can smell him and it is not a good smell. So I was just like, he can't put his arm around me if he can't get his hand behind me. He tries his best. He starts going, ooh, he makes a breakthrough behind my back, has his arm around me. And I guess he could see by the look on my face, which I was just like, he was like, wait, is it okay if I put my arm around you? And I was like, well, it's already there. You already did. What's the point asking now? So then finally I was just like, we get off this ride. I was like, I'm ready to go home. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Sorry. And he was like, well, I had a really nice dinner planned for us after this with your favorite food, chicken Alfredo. And I was like, it's not my favorite food. And he was like, your sister lied to me. She told me chicken Alfredo was your favorite food. He pulls out the messages. She was like, I don't know, she likes chicken Alfredo, kind of. He's arguing with me about how this is my favorite food. My sister didn't even say that was my favorite food. She said I liked it. And I was like, sorry, like, I just feel kind of sick and tired. Like, could you just take me home? He was like, well, my buddy isn't going to be home until 9 o'clock tonight. So I would just be alone at his house if you don't hang out with me longer. And I was like, not my monkeys, not my circus. Get in the car, and then he makes me get out of the car to take a picture with him. He parked all the way out in BFE. It's the longest walk. We're walking, we're not talking. We're not. So we get to his car, and he's like, can you get out and take a picture with me really fast? Which I'm like, why couldn't we take a picture in the car? But whatever. Take a picture. I'm literally like, because I cannot pretend to be happy when I'm not. I just can't. I can't. So we get back in the car, and he's like just staring at me, and I'm like trying to not look at him because I'm not trying to get kissed. Ugh. 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 And so I was like, I'll put my address in your phone right now. And so I do. And then he's just sitting there like, and I was like, drive. Take me home. Let's go. We get back up to my house and we get to my gate. And I get out, I hop out the car to get the gate. And I was like, you just leave me here. I'll walk back. Which I have a crazy long driveway. So like, you know I want it out of there. And he was like, no, that's so rude. I have to walk you up to your front door and meet your parents. I was like, my parents are home. They're not home. You can't meet them, sorry. And I didn't want him walking all the way up to my front door because, like, my bedroom door kind of is just, like, on the side of the house. And I was like, you can just park up next to my bedroom door so you don't have to walk. So he pulls up to my bedroom door, still gets outside of the car to walk me out, and gives me the world's longest hug, which is a stinky boy. He was a stinky boy. And then I pull away, and I was like, okay, bye. And he was like, wait. Like, and gives me, like, the, and I was like, drive safe, and I run inside to my bedroom. I'm like, great, I escaped. Wrong. He starts yelling my name from my bedroom. Jade! 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 Come back! And I was like, this isn't real. This isn't real. So I run into my mom's bedroom, because she actually is home, and I was telling her, he's calling me nonstop, text me, like, Jade, come back, come back. And she was like, you probably left something in his car. I was like, I did not leave anything in that man's car. And I was like, he wants me to kiss him. Then he texts me, can I kiss you before I leave? I was like, I don't kiss on the first date. He was like, sorry for even asking. I'm sorry too. So I think he's gone. He goes up to my gate and acts like he can't open it. It's literally just a latch and you just push it open. And he was like, it's fine. I'll just wait here till your mama gets home and she can save me. I was like, no, sir, she won't. She won't save you. Please leave. And he was like, oh, I figured it out. Bye. So then I'm like, okay, great, I can ghost him. He's texting me paragraphs every day, being like, please don't ghost me, please don't ghost me. He's getting ghosted. I'm sorry. Okay, part 2 of the worst date that I've ever been on and backstory. So for reference, I filmed that beginning video in January, and I waited because after I blocked him, I didn't want him to like go on his friends' accounts and search me up and see I made a video about our date. Because believe it or not, I have a heart. I have a heart. So basically, my sister met this boy at church camp 2 years ago. He followed me on stuff. He would snap me. He would talk to my sister about me a lot, which I was just like, that's kind of weird. But it was never like asking her about me. It was always just like, I like her so much. Like, your sister's so beautiful. Like, complimenting me to my sister. I never thought that this was going to anything was going to happen from this because I don't know him at all. We've never talked. And he lives 12 hours away and like states over. Obviously, I was proven wrong. I was proven wrong. One day, he messages me being like, hey, like, I'm coming to where I live for New Year's. I'm gonna go stay with my buddy. Like, can I take you out? And I was gonna say yes, because I don't know him. I don't know anything about him besides he likes me. Which, like, how do you like me if we've never talked? Like, you don't even know how funny I am. What? Yeah, so then I tell my sister, and she was like, Jade, you have to go. Like, he likes you so much. He has this whole date planned out. Like, she was like, trust me, like, it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna be a good date. And she was like, and he's cute now. She was like, he had a major glow up. Like, you guys would be good together. And so I'm like, okay, Pearl. Like, he's still thinking about me after all this time. He wants to take me on a date. He wants to drive 12 hours. Which, like, I wasn't thinking he was driving that far for the date. Like, he said he's already gonna be in town. So she talks me into it. I say yes to the date, and I give him my number so we can figure things out. And he's literally calling me all the time. He would like start tweaking out. Like, if I didn't answer a call, he would call me like 5 times in the span of like 2 minutes. Like, just blowing up my phone with messages, being like, please don't ghost me, please don't ghost me. Which I'm like, whoa. Like, I told my sister, I was like, I think he's crazy. Like, this is kind of red flag, no? And she was like, no, like, he just really likes you. And I don't know, she had me convinced. He just, like, he thinks he bagged a baddie and, like, he doesn't want to fumble. And I'm like, okay, like, you right. You right. Anywho, finally, day of the date comes up. Doomsday, as I call it. Not actually. But he comes and picks me up. He insisted that he pick me up. All the comments are like, no, you have to meet up for a first date. Good thinking. I'll write that down for next time. Also, a lot of them are telling me like, oh, like, poor guy, like, he's just trying to do something nice. Like, he totally dodged a bullet with a girl like you. I'm like, okay, he lost me at the playlists. The playlists? You heard that and you're like, nice guy. Screw you. Go die. Like, what? Sorry. So then I get in his car. This is the first time I'm seeing him, really. Because none of the snaps he ever sent me were ever, like, face card. I never got, like, a full face pic. And if it was like insanely blurry. I couldn't even tell what he looked like. So this is my first time seeing him. I'm like, oh no, my sister lied. Which I don't want to sound mean, but like, she saw him and thought like, oh yes, you two, cute couple, yes, love. It was criminal. And he comes bearing gifts. He has all of my favorite things in his car, like spread out in the seat. And I was just like, oh, like, okay, that's really nice, but it's really overkill. And, you know, I've already gotten the ick from his face, and I'm not into it. I'm not into it. So I go and take it back inside, and I'm just like, okay, like, I don't want to go back out there. Like, I can't do this. I'm not this strong. But I was like, okay, he drove so far. He's been so excited for this bout for like 2 months, and I need to give him a chance. Like, just because he's not particularly easy to look at doesn't mean he can't be a great guy. So, you know, I get my happy self back out there, and I get in his car, try and talk. He's not my type. Not normal. Refer to part 1, the first half. And anywho, okay, now I'm gonna skip to what I left out in the first part. When I like had begged him to take me home and stuff, finally we're on the road back. I'm like, the whole way I was kind of like, I really don't know if we're headed home or not. Like, he seemed kind of angry. And then, you know, I'm facing my body away from him so he's not getting like any mixed signals. Like, let's make this very clear. This didn't work. He puts his hand out and grips my thigh, which I was just like, I felt violated. Which, like, okay, like, sure, this is my leg, I can live. And he's just gripping it, like, driving like, I'm like, oh. And he's driving like a maniac. He told me he'd never driven on a freeway before, and it showed. I was like, okay, if he doesn't take me in the woods and kill me, we're gonna die on the road. Anyway, he's gripping my thigh, and then I'm kind of like I kind of move my body, like, I'm literally up against the window at this point, and he puts his hand out onto the middle console and just puts it out for me to hold it. Like I want to hold it or something. I'm like, after all of that, you would think I want to hold your hand? But he starts like getting angry. And I was like kind of scared. And so I was like, okay, like I can just hold his hand and he'll take me home. So I hold his hand. He's sweating bullets. And he had like this mole on his hand that was like all hairy, and I'm like, sorry. Well, anywho, I'm just like holding his hand, and my hand is drenched in his sweat, and I'm like, this is so disgusting. Like, I can't. And so I just pull my hand away, and he immediately like gets angry. He's like, and I was just like, sorry, like your hand's really warm. It's kind of making mine sweat a lot, because I was still being nice to him for some reason. Big mistake. This is what I mean now. And he was like, oh, like no problem. And he turns the AC all the way cold, puts the air all the way up, puts his hand up to it, like up to the air blower, holds it there for a couple seconds, and he's like, should be good now. The audacity. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, does he have like no social cues? Like, I don't understand. Like, you think he'd take the hint, like, oh, like, sorry, can't hold your hand. Oh, problem solved. And he's still angry for, I don't know, he was very angry. I was scared. And then we finally, you know, we got to my house, you know, refer to part 1 again. At the end of part 1, I was like, sorry, like, I'm gonna have to ghost him. I literally had to block him on everything. He would not stop messaging me. He would not stop calling me every single day for like a week. He requested to follow my mom on Instagram. My mom has like the most private Instagram ever. Like no one follows it. I don't even know how he found it. It's not even her name. Also, if anyone doesn't believe me, here's some proof. Okay, don't mind him at the bottom, but look, I literally look terrified in both of these pictures. Then, you know, I finally, like, I escape, and my sister's texting me being like, why did you make this awful for him? And I'm like, no. This is criminal. She set me up, and then she blamed me for the date going bad, which I'm just like, ah! And now she denies ever having anything to do with this. She was like, well, I just gave him your Snapchat. That's all I did. I didn't make you do anything. Okay. And he started getting angry, like, in his messages. He was like, I can't believe you would do this to me. And he texted my sister, like, I've literally been obsessed with her for the past 2 years. She's all I ever think about. And my sister was like, maybe that's where your problem is. But, yeah. That's my crazy little part, too. Sorry that this was so long, but unfortunately my date was longer.
This is a story time of the worst date that I've ever been on. I'm gonna try to make this quick. Just stick with me. So this was a date with somebody that I already knew. So boom, he picks me up, cool, go to a little eat, wine, dine, take a few shots. He's getting a little bit like, you know those guys who get drunk and like embarrass themselves, like they start saying embarrassing things. I'm just like, ugh. I'm like, I wanna go home now. So we go home, he's snapping me and like sending it to his group chats. I'm just like, you're really freaking weird. Like, and while I'm about to get out of his car, as my eyes do, they look at his phone, and then I see that he messaged some girl being like, gonna be there in 30 minutes. So I saw it and I was just like, this is what you're doing? That's nice. Have a good time. Bye. He gets out of the car. I go into my apartment now. He follows me, like runs in my apartment, knocks all of the packages off of the shelves, like all the mailboxes. Like, it's not my packages, it's everybody in the building. Knocks them all off and he's like, yeah, you're rushing to go see that nigga that you have. Like, okay. So yeah, at this point I already knew we were never speaking again. But then when he gets to his house, he sends me Snapchats. Keep in mind, he is drunk. He's sending me Snapchat videos like, oh, I'm home alone with my boys, This boy accidentally sends me a Snapchat of him laying on, like, his 2 boys were in the back and then he was laying on the girl's lap doing a balloon. Accidentally sends it to me, flips the camera, and you see the girl's face and feet, and I'm just like, lol, like, this is funny, like, you just sent me a girl. This nigga gaslights me so hard. He was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no girl here. And then gets up and makes another Snapchat of him outside in the garden with his friends, like, it's just me and my friends. Like, why would you ever say that? You're just saying that because you have a boy in your house. When I have the video on my phone to this day, but I just feel like, why would I show you? You already knew what you were doing, like, you fucking bozo. And then after, when he woke up and saw that he was blocked, he blew up my phone and sent me 10K, and he was still blocked. So this is your sign, girls. Leave that gaslighter, because nothing is worth your peace.
Alright, yo, I'm about to do story time because y'all know, like, I always get on here and I be talking about, like, people dating preferences, and that's, like, one of my biggest topics. So, story time, because I feel like sometimes when I be giving game, a lot of motherfuckers be offended, but I be speaking from experience. Sorry that the light not even. I can't get it even, but... So, story time, I was talking to a dude and his ass was crazy as hell. Now, me, I got a record of, like, every dude I done fucked with, they ass was crazy. I'm crazy, too, but I ain't, like... I didn't talk to people that's mentally ill, people that's throwed off, motherfuckers that just crazy. And they all different. If you know, you fucking know. So, boom. I'm working at my job or whatever. Work at the grocery store. And one day, like, this man come in and he got his kids and shit. I don't really talk to nobody with no kids, but honestly, like, at this time in my life, I'm like hella, like, I wouldn't say lonely, but I did want, like, you know how you always got a little boo to call, like, y'all at least go to eat, or like you just got somebody to do some shit with. And then I think my sister, we were super close at the time, like she had moved states and shit. So, and then like my other friend, like she be doing hers, so it's just like damn. So I was thinking like I kind of do want to like start back talking to somebody, whatever, right? So I'm at my store and I'm like on register, and this man come up, dark skin, kind of buff, like very masculine, like vibe. He got some chains and shit on. I don't know. I don't really give no fuck about shit like that, but like, you know, he looked cool. But he had came with his family. Like he was with like probably his nieces, his nephew, and like his kids and his mother or some shit like that. So we in the line, we talking cool, like we just kicking it. I think very good chemistry. So I said to myself, because I don't really give people my number at work and all of that shit. So I had said to myself, I'm like, all right, if I see him again, then I'll give him my number. But I'm not going to give him my number now. Like, I'm just going to kick it, be cool. Because, you know. So, boom, motherfucking, I end up seeing him again. And I think he came to my register again this time. He like, oh, I be doing music, kid. Take my number for my music. You know, he's just slick trying to get my number, whatever. End up giving him the shit, right? So I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm kind of pressed, because I'm like, all right, let me see what's to him. Because you know how you think somebody cute, and you just kind of be like, oh, like, I wonder how this going to go. It was like that. I wouldn't say, I ain't going to use the word press, but I was like, looking forward, you know. So, boom, time go on. We probably text for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We never talked on the phone. We always was just like texting, because I was doing whatever I had to do. Excuse you, ho. I had whatever I had going on. He had whatever he had going on. So we probably text for like 2 or 3 weeks, just texting. Like, now and then, what you doing? Da, 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 da. Like, and then around this time, I was kind of back and forth out of town anyways. So, boom, like 3 weeks of texting him, we finally end up, like, linking up or whatever. So, he ended up taking me out we went to eat. And then we had went to, like, a little arcade place or whatever. I've never been on a date at an arcade ever, like, but it was fun as shit. Like, when you got chemistry with somebody, like, shit like that don't matter. Like, it was fun, like, and we was, like, playing basketball. Like, it was just real cool, real cute or whatever. No, that was that. Now, honestly, usually, like, I'm very, like, I have a lot of discernment. Like, I know how to read people and stuff like that. But maybe I think in this time of my life, I might low-key didn't even care. Because the nigga had kids. I don't even be talking to nobody with no kids. It's probably a lot of shit I just was like, oh, I'm just chilling. Like, you know, I don't know. So that was that. We had went out or whatever. Fast forward, like, I think I was trying to see him again. Now, the only difference this time is every time I was trying to see him, like, something will always come up, either him or me. And the shit happened about like 3 or 4 times in between us trying to see each other. And I remember thinking like to myself after that, because I'm real big on, if, like, say you keep calling your Uber and that shit keep getting canceled, that shit trying to tell you not to go. Like, you feel me? I'm real big on shit like that. So I start to think like, damn, what if it's not even meant for me to go? This also gonna turn a little spiritual, so y'all listen. But I'm like, damn, what if it's not even really meant for me to go be around this nigga for real? Because I never had that happen with, like, some keep coming up with me, then some come up with you. It's, like, almost like bringing a bridge in between us, like, you know. So, anyway, one night, my homegirl, she had went to go with her boo or whatever, because we stay with each other or whatever. So, she had went to go with her boo. And then he was been supposed to see me, but just so happened this night he was going to be able to see me. Now, I was mad as shit. I had an attitude because I been thought he was going to come see me during the daytime earlier, but he said he ended up having to do some stuff, and it was just like a whole bunch of miscommunication because I was out doing shit too. But I'm like, all right, when I'm ready, be ready. Like, I know that's not right, but I was thinking like, so that's the night he decided like, all right, he gonna be able to come get me, whatever, because at the time I was not driving, so he'll come get me. So okay, let me tell y'all this shit gonna sound crazy and it's hecka spiritual. But I remember, like, thinking, like, should I go or not? Because it's kind of weird. Like, it's been endless times we were supposed to go. And, like, something just kept coming up. So I remember, like, I said a prayer. Real big on prayer. I start praying or whatever. And I'm just, like, asking God for, like, protection. Like, you know, make sure I say, like, you know, because, you know, I couldn't really read the situation. Or maybe I didn't want to. Like, you know, so I'm just praying, like, extra protection. So I swear to God, on my granny, I'm standing on the end of the bed, and I'm, like, getting myself together. I think I just had got done doing my hair or something. And I hear this woman voice. I swear to God. I don't even know, y'all. Come back for part 2, matter of fact, because I don't want this to drag. Part 2, I was talking to a crazy ass man. Now, number one, I done talked to a lot of crazy motherfuckers, so this not the only story. But this one of the ones I'm gonna give y'all, basically. But go back and watch part 1. So anyways, I don't know. Y'all gonna call me crazy as fuck. Looking back, I think it's crazy as shit too. But I remember standing on the edge of the bed and I'm getting ready and I hear this woman voice. Now, this is another thing. Anytime I'm in the house, especially like by myself, I don't never be in the house like with the room door open. I always keep the room door closed. I don't know why I don't like the doors open. So I'm in there with the door open. I hear this woman voice from like in the hallway. And she's like, don't go. I swear to God on my life. And I'm not gonna lie. I had so much going on. Like, I'm in so many different emotions. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but if you ever a person that been through a lot of things, sometimes you go through like different like energies, if that makes sense. Like, so if your headspace is like in a certain energy and you got so much shit going on, sometimes like it's kind of hard to like be able to sit and understand something versus if you wasn't going through nothing, like, you know. So I remember hearing the voice and hearing the lady and thinking like, what the hell? And I'm thinking like, am I tripping? Mind you, this not even my house. This is my homegirl house. I'm staying with her at the time. So never nothing like that happened to me. So I'm like, damn, should I not go? By this time, he's already on his way. So I'm just like, I don't know. I didn't know like what to think. Because, you know, they don't teach people shit like this. Like, you know, so I'm just like, okay. And I'm like, okay, well, he's on his way. I don't want to like inconvenience. Like, you know, it'll be. But I don't give a fuck. Me now, I inconvenience any motherfucking body to protect myself. Whatever. I don't even know, but I could put on my life. I heard the voice tell me that shit, right? Didn't know what to think about it. And I'm also one of the people, I ain't really scared of shit either. So, I don't know. Proud or something. Fast forward, y'all gonna believe crazy as hell. I still took my ass with the man. So, we get in the car, whatever. And we first get in the car. He like, well, where you want to go? And I'm looking like, bitch, I know you ain't come to get me. Like, you think I'm going to your house or something? Like, that's what I remember thinking. Like, what the fuck? I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I don't know where we going, but you need to be figuring this shit out. Like, I'm sitting there pressing shit. Like, what we finna do? Because I'll go back in the house. Like, so he like, all right, I'm finna find something, whatever. His ass, he takes me back to the restaurant we went to when we had first ever went somewhere. I didn't really see a problem with it. It was kind of late. A lot of shit was closing, and I think it was a Sunday. So I'm like, all right, I guess. So I don't know, like, for some reason, this day when I got in the motherfucking car, and this shit gonna also teach y'all a lesson. Use your intuition and think about how you feel, and things that happen leading up to other shit always matters. Like, little things don't start happening for no reason. So we out to eat, and no, I realized this day that, like, my intuition was like, I felt very alert. Like, usually I just be calm, I be chilling, but like I felt super alert this time. And y'all, I never felt like embarrassed by him, or like he was being weird or nothing any other time, like talking on the phone or texting him, or like, you know how sometimes you think a nigga a little corny or some shit. Like, no, I never felt like that. So this particular day, like, we out eating, and this time we sitting at the bar. So we sitting at the bar, and he's doing embarrassing ass shit. So fucking embarrassing. Like, we're sitting at the motherfucking bar, and he had ordered like a little pina colada type of drink thing, some little drink with liquor. He asked me if I want one. I'm like, no, I don't really want to drink. I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to smoke. I didn't want to do nothing, because I don't know, I just felt on high alert. Like, I don't want to be in a blind. Like, you, especially if you don't know what's going on, you get to drinking liquor. Liquor influence a lot of shit, like, you know. So I'm like, no, thank you, I'm just chilling. Even the waitress asked me, I'm like, no, I'm good, like, I'm just chilling. So he's drinking a motherfucking pina colada shit, and it gets to the bottom. This nigga is sitting there, like, slurping the motherfucking pina colada, putting it in the air, using the straw. Like, that's some broke ass shit. I never went out to eat with somebody doing all of that, especially no man. Like, is we on a date or in the couch at your house? Like, why is you sitting there doing that? And that's one thing my mother told me as a kid. That shit, like, once it's gone, let that shit be gone. Don't be sitting there slurping the bottom of the shit. Like, he was a lime at the top, y'all. The shit fell. He put his hand all in the cup trying to eat it. Like, it was so fucking embarrassing that you're a lot older than me. Like, this shit is embarrassing. So I remember just feeling kind of not irritated, but just like, ew, why is you acting like that? So another thing, like, the waitress had came up, and oh, that's another thing I forgot to tell y'all. But the waitress came up, and he was like, thanks, Mom, like, Mind you, last time we went out, I think he was so it's a lot of red flags. That's why I don't even play this shit no more. But I think last time we went out, he kept calling the lady mom, whatever, and I had told the nigga like, oh yeah, don't do that with me. But I ain't said it in front of her like, I'm gonna take it up with you, but you know, calm that shit down. So anyway, we out to eat again, and he like, yeah, mom, da 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 da, for like whatever she said, and even the waitress was kind of looking like, what the fuck. And that's how I knew I wasn't tripping, when everybody get to looking like, what's going on? Like, you know? So, I don't say nothing. I'm just chilling at this point. I'm like, all right, dude come over here. It's a male waitress. I'm like, and I say, thank you, Poppy. What you gonna say? He like, oh, well. He said some sassy bullshit. Like, bitch, you can't even take what you dissed out. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, to complete the motherfucking story. So, we go out to eat and all of that, right? And I already it was a lot of stuff I was saying that was kind of throwing me off. So mind you, by this point, I'm just ready to go home after this, because so anyways, by this point, I'm ready to go home. Like, I don't want to be out with him no more. Like, I came to the conclusion, like, I don't know, some office shit, and I'm just ready to go. Like, you starting to throw me off, and I already told you, stop calling a bitch mom. Man, you're one of them females, I don't get pressed over shit like that. Like, I ain't gonna tell you how to act. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna say something once, maybe twice, but after that, alright. But it really just kind of blew me how he was playing in that drink like that. Like, that was some bum ass shit. Like, I don't know. I ain't like that shit. Like, you want some more, order some more. Like, what the fuck? So, fast forward, like, we head out the restaurant. It's time to go. I'm, like, ready to go the fuck home. I'm ready to go home. We get in the car, and I'm like, alright, well, you know, we it's over for the night, so you could go ahead and try to take me home or whatever. Mind you, we get on the highway and proceed for him to go ahead and take me home. I'm so happy I matured and grew up so much. I would never let nobody come pick me up no more. But we get on the highway and he puts up the GPS, and like, you can see on the highway, like, it's hella traffic. Like, it was so much fucking traffic. I don't know if it was an accident or what. So he like, you know, I'm trying to take you home, but as you can see, it's like traffic, and I really don't want to sit through the traffic. So like, we could just go ahead and go out and do something else while we wait for the traffic or whatever. That's what he said. Barely wanted to agree, but I'm like, all right. So boom, he's taking the exit off the fucking highway, y'all. I kid you not. He's taking the exit off the highway. Mind y'all, we's in a fucking big ass monster truck. Like, we're not in a regular sedan car, 4-door. No, we in a fat ass monster truck. The truck's with the back open, like, it's a big truck. So he's trying to merge over into the exit lane, and it's like a dude right there, and dude not letting him over. So dude in the car gets mad as shit. He get mad as shit, and he just start like going off like, I'm going to pum him, da 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 da. Like, he just start going off. Mind you, he was really tripping hard. Like, he was tripping hard. So I look at him like, is you fucking serious? Like, calm the fuck down. So in the midst of everything, he goes to the side of his car door and he pull out his stick, and he gets to like cocking the stick back or whatever, getting ready to let it off. Mind y'all, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? Mind you, me, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pro-violence. I ain't gonna act like I'm not. You know, I'm trying to get there. I ain't there yet with y'all. But I don't like to see people that's just straight like crash dummies. It's one thing to be a crash out and a crash dummy. That is two different things. He like, nah, he could let me over. He got space to let me over. I'm finna show him. I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You need to calm the fuck down. You lost your fucking mind. I'm just cussing him out, yo. I'm like, is you cool? I'm like, you fucking sitting here crashing over, getting off the highway, nigga? Like, I'm just going off. He like, cuz he won't let me over. He supposed to let me over. He's like, he got space to let me over, and it ain't nothing to just pum him and get off the highway. I swear to God. Mind you, in my eyes, this is coming off as frustration because, like, he wasn't ready for me to leave. Now, honestly, I feel like, so he had kept mentioning like me coming to his house, and I was just like, I'm not coming over there. And we had been to his house and switched cars, and I had been around it before, like, but he wanted me to go back over there, and I'm like, I'm not coming back over there. Like, no. So y'all can only imagine by this time I'm really ready to get the fuck out the car, because I'm like, he's tripping, and I'm in another point in my life where I don't really want to be around bullshit. Like, it's one thing, you know, we tweak with who tweak with us, but you dry tweaking. And I'm not gonna lie, he had a big ass truck, y'all. So I feel like it was more so like, you think it's space, but it's not fucking space for a dude to just let you over. Like, it wasn't, because we was literally in traffic. Like, it was crammed. So to make a long story short, we end up going to the arcade again. We go to Dave and Buster's, and that's like the only thing open for real. So we there, and we chilling, and I even paid for like the games and the food and shit like that. Like, wasn't tripping. And we go to the bar. No, we go play games, and he keeps mentioning like me coming to his house. And at this point, I'm starting to get thrown off, nigga, because like if I already said I'm not coming, like don't keep doing that. So I tell him like, you know, if you got a different impression, if it's anything like that, y'all know what I'm talking about. You gonna have to run some papers. Like, don't nobody play no shit like that. Like, baby, I don't know you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all, he gets very fucking offended. I'ma get very offended if you ask me if I'm strapped. I'm just playing, but no, he got very offended, y'all. And he was just like, I just went a couple days ago to the clinic. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you know, let me see like your papers or something. He like, oh, I didn't get no papers, but I could tell them to email me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. It's fine. Mind you, I don't really give no fuck if he got the papers or not. I'm not gonna do nothing with you, and I'm not coming with you regardless. Like, you know, you can not have the papers, you can have the papers, whatever's going on. Like, I don't even. It's not a big deal. So boom, we're sitting at the bar in the Dave and Buster's or whatever. We went to play games and we come out to eat our food. Food cold as hell. They never even told us the food was ready. So we sit down, and I just noticed like he gets to asking me like, yeah, so what did you go to the hospital for the other day? Mind y'all, my homegirl had like birth control and her shit, like she was having a cyst growing in her ovaries. That's why like she had been feeling real sick and drowsy and a whole bunch of other shit. She had wanted me to come with her and drive her to the emergency room, and I had told him like it was the day he was supposed to see me. I'm like, oh no, I'm at the emergency room. But bitch, you think in your right mind if I had some shit like that going on, I would even mention emergency room to you, bitch? Like, don't play with me. So he like, oh, what was you at the emergency room for? And I'm not dumb, like some type of manipulation games, like, and it's like, bitch, if you even think for 1 second, like, stop playing with me like I'm dumb. If you think for 1 second I was at the emergency room for something like that, why is you trying to bring me to the crib? Like, stop playing with me in your own game. You dumb as fuck. Like, so boom, we get the like, I'm just listening to this bullshit. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like if you feel like that about me going to the ER, where we going with it? Like, I do not want to make this drag. I'm sorry, y'all, but come back for part 4, and that's gonna be the last part. Okay, part 4, my dating horror story. Be careful with who you date, and you be talking to strangers, so treat them as such. So yeah, he's like, yeah, you was just at the hospital the other day. What was you there for? You think I'm dumb? And you said you went with your homegirl, but your homegirl is out of town. Your homegirl, she don't even stay out here. This is what he telling me on my life, on God in heaven. So mind you, at this point, now I'm looking at him a little bit confused, because like I told y'all in the first part, that my sister, she did move to Houston. That's my homegirl, but I consider her my sister. Like, we favor each other a lot, and we get mistaken for each other a lot. And that's just more so like my right hand. So it's like, oh, that sis is like family. But mind you, I've never told him really nothing personal about me, period. I've never told him shit personal. I don't tell people I date personal shit about me, for real. So the fact that he's saying he know of a homegirl that I got, that he is like, he's familiar with her, I never told you shit. So now I'm really looking like very alarmed. And also I noticed whenever we was at the bar, the bartender man, like, he kept just giving me like this face. Like, I don't know if it was like a concerned face, or he was just like, it was like a curious wonder face. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe what is she doing with him? You know how sometimes people, especially older people, can see shit that you can't see. Like, I don't know. But I felt like he kept watching us. Like, I don't know, for real. Or maybe he even thought that the guy had a very aggressive demeanor. Because, mind y'all, we in a fucking Dave and Buster's. It's like some young ass boys. Like, some young boys, like, probably 18, or like, they're young, like 17. They young boys. One of the boys see me and he like, damn, she bad as shit. But he talking to his friends. This nigga, yeah, she bad. She for me. I swear to God. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like shit like that. Cause don't try to be a problem or start shit for no reason. Like, that's a little ass kid. And if you with me, like, what you trying to prove? Like, if I'm not going and I'm not laughing or chuckling with the nigga, like, what is you doing all that for? So anyways, yeah. He says all of that about the paperwork, and he like, I'm not dumb. He like, I already know who you are. I've been watch you. I've been knew who you was. I swear to God. Now at this point, I'm starting to get very alarmed. Like, it's not even funny no more. Like, I never had this feeling in my body before. So mind you, at the same time, we're eating our food. Well, I'm not even eating because I don't have no appetite at this point. He's taking the chicken, and he's like eating it so aggressive in my face. I swear to God on my life, I cannot make this shit up. He eating the chicken so fucking aggressive, like sitting over the table, like I don't know, on some like trying to intimidate me shit. You's a bitch ass nigga. Like, I'm a female. Like, let's understand that. You know, when I bring a nigga around this bitch, then you could get like that with him. Like, you tripping. So I'm just watching him like, I cannot believe this shit. And a lot of things don't really scare or alarm me. But I'm not gonna lie, in this situation, it kind of did, because I'm like, I don't really know where this is going. So my first thought about all of this is happening is like, you need to go to the bathroom, call your Uber, and then walk out and leave. But I had my stuff in his car. I had like my bag in his car or something like that. It was like a purse type of thing. I just left it in the car because I didn't want to walk around the arcade with no damn purse. So basically, he was like on this like accused type of thing with me. And he knew who my sister was, because that's a whole nother story. But we sitting at the table, he's doing all of that, y'all. I cannot believe this shit for real. And I'm just sitting here like kind of in shock. But I'm like, what the fuck? So I think he said like one more thing to me, because if I'm not gonna lie, to know me is to know like I am super laid back. Like, I'm real chill, I'm really calm. But I think anybody with common sense can know, like, if they think with their mind, I'm not the person to do all that extra shit with. So he said like one more slick ass thing, because at this point he revealed that he be watching me like on social media. He already knew who I was. And then he said he knew my sister, that he be watching her page. My sister didn't know who the fuck he was. I think I had ended up saying something to her about him. She didn't know who the fuck he was. So it's like, you know my sister out of town in Houston because you follow her page or you watch her social media. Like, you feel me? So now it's giving like obsessive or like some weird like affair. Like, you feel me? Like, what's going on? I mean, fatal attraction. So he said like one more slick thing to me, and I must have got up from that motherfucking bar and set it the fuck off. So I got up from the bar and I just clean went off on him. Like, don't fucking play with me. Like, I'm sweet. I'm a little, like, we ain't never played like that. Like, ain't no, what? Who ever played with me like that? Like, it was just so ridiculous. So I get up and I'm going off on this man. And, like, soon as he seen, like, my character flip like that. Like, you know how some people, they just think you not like that. Like, I got up and I just really, his whole demeanor changed, y'all. And he was like, what's wrong? Like, why are you acting like that? Like, calm down. Nah, bitch, you know why I'm turning up on you. Like, why did you do that? Like, you know? So I tell him, I'm like, go ahead and get my shit the fuck up out your car. Like, go get my shit out your car so I can leave. He like, no, it's okay, let's just talk. Like, his whole demeanor changed. Like, all that aggressive shit he was doing, like, the shit disappeared. Like, you would have thought I was just tweaking and, like, he didn't do nothing. Like, the way he was acting, like, bitch, once you see somebody gonna get on your level with you, you not really big and bad. A big and bad motherfucker stay turned. They stay on that level with whoever, but you not. Don't play with me. So I go to the door, y'all, and I tell him, like, go get my stuff. One thing about me, when I get mad, I'm not playing. Everybody know that. When I get mad, it's all it is, and you move and doing what I'm saying. Like, I don't even gotta say too much. So he goes to the car, and he goes to get my bag. He pulled the car up, and he give me my bag out the car. And I'm standing in front of the place. The place is literally closing at the same time all this shit happening. So I call my homegirl that I stay with or whatever, and I'm like, bitch, please come and fucking get me before I crash the fuck out in front of this Dave and Buster's. And I'm not playing. I'm like, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be a changed person. Everybody I talk to, I don't want to have to do the most with them. I said, I'm really praying to God right now, because it's taking y'all. When I tell you I was so angry, I started crying. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, that's my last resort, is probably to cry when I'm mad, because I'm too big for shit like that. You gonna have it, like, you feel me? But when you trying to change, you pray so hard for change, and like, you even went on a fast to change your life, and like, because I don't know, when I get mad, I be wanting everybody to fucking die. Like, I don't play. So, like, when you really pray for, like, a different personality and really to calm down and change, like, you don't want one person to bring you out of character to just, you know, really do too much. But long story short, he revealed to me in that moment that he was, like, he had narcissistic traits and manipulation tactics, like, you know, within himself. And it was very scary. Like, I didn't really know that man like that. I had talked to him like for a couple weeks before I had actually like went out with him, and then weeks in between we went out again. But it was very scary, and clearly he had like different motives with me than I knew, and the shit was coming out, and he was more probably agitated that I wasn't really going through with whatever the fuck he had in mind, like, you know.